Hey guys, Austin Hilton here with another stock analyst prediction video. This one is about Chargepoint Holdings, a really hot stock. A lot of YouTubers talking about it, a lot of people doing videos about it. I thought I would jump in here and give you my take on it. But really, honestly, more importantly, the analyst take on it. That's really who I look to and who I'm looking at and seeing kind of what they think, the top stock analysts out there. I'm always that guy who looks at, hey, who's the smartest person in the room and what are they saying? Because I always want to take that into consideration and bring it into the fold and look at that from the standpoint of whether or not I should buy our stock or not. Disclaimer, obviously, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and we're going to be looking at stock analyst predictions for this video and for this stock and see how it all plays out. Also, please consider subscribing, become part of the community, and hit that like button if you would. It would help this video out, the channel out, helps me get the word out, and I really want to help. I need some help growing, as always, trying to grow this YouTube thing, just get it bigger and bigger and bigger. I've been investing for about 30 plus years, guys, and I really enjoy investing in stocks, ETFs, and all that kind of stuff, and that's what my channel is dedicated to. Frankly, bottom line, to helping you make better stock buying decisions by bringing you information, letting you know what the top stock analysts out there think about particular stocks. And today we're talking about Chargepoint. This one's going to be pretty cool. It's going to surprise you. Stick around to the end. We're going to see whether or not the stock analysts think that Chargepoint in the next 12 months is going to go up and going to go down. What are they seeing and all that kind of stuff. As always, we're going to go look at the fundamentals of the stock, kind of see what it's done in the last month or so, 6 months, things like that, and see what we see there. And then we're going to go take a look at what the top stock analysts think about it. So with all that said, let's do it. So let's take a look at Chargepoint and see what is going on with it. As you know from watching some of my other stock analyst prediction videos, I start off looking at the chart, kind of seeing what's happening with it, 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 6 month, kind of look at overall what is going on with these stocks, and then we jump over and we look at these stock analyst predictions. Is this stock going to go up in the next 12 months or not? So let's take a look at it real quickly. So right here, right now, the Nasdaq's up really nicely. Chargepoint is up to $30.56, up a 6.89%. It's bouncing back from the Nasdaq decline that we pretty much had. Obviously, this one trades on the New York Stock Exchange, but again, that they all kind of, it's a tech stock, it's an EV stock. It kind of follows what the other guys are doing, Neo, the guys, Xpeng guys like that, and so you can see that. Let's look at 5 days. Yep, the 5-day trend kind of looks very similar to what the 5-day trend's been for a bunch of other stocks I've been doing a bunch of other videos on. Xpeng, Lee, Neo, all those you can check out. They're all here on my channel as well. I've done all those videos is looking at stock price predictions, so go check those out. But don't leave. Continue to watch this video. And so we can look at the kind of the 5-day. We had a low here, approximately March 5th of 1955. So the stock has bounced back up really, really nicely. Overall, in the 5 days, the stock is up 22% just in the last 5 days alone. And frankly, that's kind of following the trend line back up from, the Nasdaq decline, right? So let's look at that real quickly. Kind of similar. Yep, that's what I expected to see. I hadn't even looked at this before I did the video. Kind of wanted to wait and see. This is pretty much your Nasdaq decline right here. It's just kind of following that Nasdaq overall tech stock decline scenario, kind of reaching the bottom on March 4th of 24-21. And it's declined approximately 17.69% in that 1 month time frame. Okay, so it's not a huge shocker there, but look at right here. It's bouncing back up really nicely. So March 8th, got back up to 25. March 9th, back up to 28. And today, March 10th, 28. Today is up another, $2 and change, give or take, right? So looking pretty good. Let's look at the news real quickly. Chargepoint and Polestar team up to transform the future of vehicle ownership. Stock rallies into earnings. Yep. Chargepoint is more charged for investment than rival Blink. So we're getting some good media coverage, some good stuff there. It's a speculative EV play for only the nimble and risk tolerant. Market Beat saying that. Again, right before you buy any stock, make the stock decision based off of your own analysis, your own things, your own. And frankly, invest in stocks that you understand, right? Understand the fundamentals and understand. My goal real simply is to kind of bring to you what the analysts are saying in the next 12 months of what the stock is going to be trading at and whether it's a good buy overall today and what you can expect reasonably to get a return on in 12 months. We're going to go look at that just in a minute. All right. Yeah, so it looks decent. Let's look at 6 months, see kind of what we see there. Okay, yep, pretty much straightforward. It's like we had our highs back around December of 43. And so now we're, maybe trending back up to looking at that, the real nice bounce back from the overall tech EV decline that we've seen in the last month or so. We're bouncing back really, really nicely. So, all right, here we go. Let's go see what the analysts think of this video, and do the stock analysts think that this is a good stock that's going to go up in the next 12 months? Here we go. Drum roll, please. Before we do it, we're trading at $30 and change. And yes, they do. Right here, right here. I'll show you this. Strong buy. Now, it's based off of only 3 analyst ratings. That's not a lot of analysts. I'll tell you that straight up. But the combined 3 analyst ratings are saying that in the next 12 months, they are targeting stock price prediction, stock price targeting. These analysts, not me, analysts, are saying that this stock is going to be a $42.67 stock. That represents a 39% upside in the next 12 months. They're saying, like, look, right here, March 2021, it's trading right now at $30.66. And by March of 2022, they are showing that it's going to be an average of 42.67. There's some analysts saying there's going to be a high of 46, and some analysts saying it's going to be a low of 39. Now, I want to point that out. You got to take this with a grain of salt, right? You can say, okay, if we look at kind of the low, mid, high, the low is even above what we're currently trading at, all right? And the mid is 42.67. Now, cards on the table, I kind of wish there was more analysts here. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go look at who's covering this. Because I feel more comfortable when I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 analysts covering it. So let's see who's covering it. We do have Oppenheimer covering it. Colin, I've seen him quite a few. He's definitely an analyst that has a pretty good success rate here on Tip Ranks. He has a 72% average return, so he is covering it with a buy of 39. He's our low guy right here, $39. So you can kind of say, hey, you know what? I may want to get into this. It's an associated EV play, and at a 9% to see 10, that's about a 20% bump in the next 12 months. So that's not bad. That maybe you could take kind of take Colin's word here at Oppenheimer. Again, obviously a firm that's extremely well respected. And he basically initiated this coverage 9 days ago. Okay, so 3 days ago, Gabriel initiated, which frankly he's not had a very good stock. He's not had a very good track record. So put a little stock in that one. But I do like Colin here and what he's saying. So maybe you kind of look at it and to go, okay, if you're kind of taking it all into consideration, we do have stock analyst coverage. Okay, we know that we've got some upside, and maybe you look at it and go, you know what? Hey, Colin, I kind of trusting you a little bit. And Roth Capital, by the way, Craig, he's got a decent amount of success rate, not as good as Colin. And you can say, hey, look, $39 is a really nice return. That's about a 20-ish% return, give or take, in the next 12 months. That's not a bad return, and frankly, a good investment of your capital, potentially in a stock. Now, these are again what the stock analysts are saying about this stock. And so now let's wrap up real quickly. So overall, is ChargePoint a stock that is a decent buy? Here's the thing. I think that it's an associated EV play. EV's here to stay. The EV marketplace is going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think ChargePoint is associated with that. Remember, do your own due diligence. Understand the stock. Understand the business model. Understand their fundamentals, the financial fundamentals. Take into consideration who else is invested in it. What do the analysts say? All that kind of stuff. Do your own research. I think that this is a decent buy. I wish that there was more stock analyst coverage on this stock. I really frankly do. But you can also kind of look at it this way. Maybe here's something you might do. If you decide to get into the stock, go ahead and buy it. Don't buy a ton of it. Buy it and then put a buy order that kind of is a trailing buy order, right? So as it kind of goes up, and maybe buy at 39, make your 20% return on this and get in and get out. Could be something you might want to look at doing. But again, do that after you do your own due diligence. I really want to really stress that. My goal very simply is to bring you these videos to kind of show you what the analysts think of these stocks and whether or not overall there's a consensus of a lot of analysts covering it. What do they think it's going to do? Is it going to go up, going to go down? 12-month time period, and what do the fundamentals look like and all that kind of stuff, right? So take all that consideration. Always remember, I look at stock investing. If you want my opinion, I look at stock investing at a minimum of a 12-month window, really more 18 months, 24 months, kind of buy and hold for the long term. I tend to be an investor in that capacity in my 30 plus years of doing this. And ultimately, it's going to come down to how does this fit into your portfolio, your investing strategy, all that kind of stuff. There potentially is other stocks out there like NEO, XPeng, Lee. Those are really, really good EV stocks you could look at getting into. I've got videos on my channel for all of those. Go check those out. And there's some really good upside in those particular ones as well. So you might go check those out. We've got more analysts covering those kind of things and all that kind of stuff. So with that said, hope you've enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing and become part of my community. I'm here to help you guys real simply. That's all I want to do. I just want to help you make better buying decisions as it relates to stocks, ETFs, all that kind of stuff. And make sure a stock fits into your overall investing strategy before you get into it. Make sure you understand the fundamentals, understand where it's going to go, and then make a buying choice that's right for you. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.